Hello, I'm Matthew Haas, Superintendent of Albemarle County Public Schools. Every year, as we turn our calendars to June, the days get longer and hotter, and for students and educators, another school year comes to a close. Summer doesn't technically start until June 21st, but that makes no difference to the more than 13,000 students and 2,600 employees who have daily generated the flow of Albemarle County Public Schools during the 21-22 school year. To them, the early days of June mean end-of-year celebrations and a transition out of one routine and into another. It means saying hello to new adventures and saying goodbye to teachers and friends, even if it is just for the summer. To some students and their families, June has meant high school graduation and looking forward to exciting changes. For me, the early days of June provide a time to reflect on the year we've just finished and to consider our successes and the lessons we've learned as we move into a new year. I think of something Ms. Dillard, a 5th grade teacher at Murray Elementary School, said to her students as she provided feedback on their math work while I visited her classroom last September. She said, "This is not a grade. This is for you to track your progress and see your growth." Our division holds as a yardstick to track our progress and see our growth 4 values: excellence, equity, family and community, and wellness. This year, we made a lot of progress. 2 out of 3 Albemarle County graduates earned an advanced studies diploma, while the state average is around half. Progress in excellence. From 2016 to 2021, 95 educators were awarded culturally responsive teaching credentials through the ACPS program. During the 21-22 school year alone, 56 received that credential. Progress in equity. During the 2021-22 school year, we held regular engagement forums directed at families, students, and employees, each with different discussion areas and formats meant to open up opportunities for those groups to provide feedback and to be empowered through their voice. That's progress in family and community. And over the past year, we have added to our school mental health supports. All of our students have access to help in managing the many feelings, stressors, and transitions that have come with attending school during a pandemic, and generally a changing society. As of this year, student safety coaches serve in our schools, interacting with students every day to ensure their well-being and mental health, progress and wellness. These are only a few of the many efforts that Albemarle County Schools educators and support staff have made and that are, to me, signs of the meaningful work that we try to do in our school division to support all students, families, and staff members in the many varied facets of your lives. I think of something that Renee Duvall, who works in our transportation department, always says about her work. She says, "You do what you have to do for the students." I hope that these efforts can trickle into the daily life of summer, even as your routine looks very different. And I always want to hear from you when you have feedback about how our efforts can be different or better. Just like students, all of us, educators, are continuously learning. I want all of us to be encouraged by the progress students have made this year, thanks to their efforts as well as the efforts we, in all of our roles, have made to support them in their recovery from the pandemic. By almost any measure, our students have made progress with learning recovery as well as with their social emotional well-being. There is more work to do. However, I commend all of our students, employees, and families for the amazing learning opportunities and accomplishments you have all made possible during what has probably been the most challenging school year any of us have experienced. What an SOL test can measure is finite compared to the compounding and inestimable impact that your support will have on our students, families, and communities. I am monitoring the SOL testing results, and your preliminary results, including student achievement and growth, are well above and beyond what many may have been anticipating. In fact, Many schools have surpassed your overall performance so far from 2018-19. I want to highlight in particular that several of our schools have made significant improvements in your student growth and achievement for students of color and students with special needs. Now, these are preliminary results and should be taken with a grain of salt. However, I know you are watching the results at the school and classroom level, and I hope you know that there is no luck or chance involved in your success. Forget that. The results belong to the efforts of our students, educators and support staff, and families. The antecedents are several, including new systems for curriculum and assessment and instruction, Herculean efforts from staff, resilience and a can-do attitude on all parts, and a belief that all students can learn and get smarter given the opportunity and support. No doubt, there is plenty of work to do in our recovery and in closing achievement gaps. And as I said earlier, the SOL tests measure just a sample of what we all strive to impart to children. My hope is that if you are seeing what I'm seeing, your optimism for next year is boosted. I also want to mention that the end of the school year's routine does not mean that supports for our school community disappear. If you are a family or a student to whom summer means difficulties related to getting food, emotional support, or anything else you need, please let us know. We are always here to support you, our students, employees, and families, even during the summer. Contact your school or the ACPS Central Office at 434-296-5820 if you have any needs that we can help you fill. Above all, I hope for our students, employees, and families alike that summer break will mean a time for relaxation, time spent with loved ones, and a time when you, too, can reflect on what is past and what is to come. I think of something Liz Shiflett, a fourth grade teacher at Stone Robinson, said recently while I was in her class. What have you tried? What did you find out? What will you do next? I look forward to seeing what we will do next together. Have a happy summer, and please stay safe. Thank you.